Namaste, hello, and welcome back to another video on Hamsavahini Vajraasthra. I'm Awhona. Today's video is going to be just an update about all that I've been reading for Jane Austen July. And this year, Jane Austen July has been hosted by Marissa from Blatantly Bookish, Katie from Books and Things, and Claudia from Spinster's Library. I'll leave a link to the announcement videos in the description box below, as well as in the overhead cards above for all of you to cross-check. So do please join me further in this video. So now let's come down to all that I've been reading so far. So for challenge number 1, which was to read any one of the 6 major novels of Jane Austen, I did pick up Pride and Prejudice, which is this year's read-along, which I am trying to keep up with as well. However, I am going a little quickly because I will be traveling soon, mid-month, to another city to meet my brother. So I was planning to finish this before I went through, and I am really enjoying this so far. And I did also watch the direct movie adaptation, which was the 2000 adaptation of Pride and Prejudice, or the 1999 or 98 version. And I've just been through the first bunch of CDs, and I do have the next concluding part, which I hope I'll be able to finish by this weekend. So by the time you're watching this, I probably would have finished that as well. Besides this, I'm also participating in the read-along for Persuasion, and I had read this last year when I was in the hospital with COVID. So I did not actually read it, but I was halfway through it, and after that I started watching the movie, which was the BBC series, and I absolutely loved it, and I'm really enjoying this read-along, and I'm waiting eagerly for the Persuasion movie on Netflix, which will, I believe, be released on the 15th, or probably the 16th. I'm not too sure about the dates, but these are for challenge number 1. Now the next challenge is to, or challenge number 3 or 4, is to read a non-fiction work about Jane Austen's time, or about Jane Austen. So for this, I was reading Governess's age, or a Governess in the Age of Jane Austen. So the memoirs of and letters of Agnes, which I am thoroughly enjoying, and there's a lot to learn about the plight of women during this particular age, and what their daily life did comprise of. So it did have extensive reading and learning, as well as a lot of accomplishments when it came to music, and Governess was one of those key figures who never allowed any children whom she was a governess to sit idle. So there was always some or the other work, or recreational work, or studies, or accomplishments which they had to practice. So that was something which was very difficult for a governess, as well as the discipline with which the children grew up, and the perfection of the mind, along with the etiquettes which they had to develop once they come out in the society was all done by the governess. It was really very hard work, and it was one of the first professions for women in independent, or let's say independent women in Britain, which we often ignore, but which was the truth. So that is something which I've been reading so far. I'm still continuing it and hope I'll be able to get through it by the end of the month. It's a very chunky book. The other book that I'm also reading is The Emperor's Aeronaut, which is a book for the prompt of historical fiction. So this is set during the Jane Austen times, and also it does have element of Pride and Prejudice in it. So this is about England and France when they were at war with each other, and Napoleon's army had the air minister, because this was all about aeronautics, and the clash, or the let's say the rivalry between the two countries, was all dependent upon the machines and the new innovations in artillery which was done. So air force was something which was being focused on, and is the primary let's say nucleus of this particular story. And I'm absolutely loving the story, and I am still halfway through it, and quite eager to see how it ends. So I'll be doing a book review on it as soon as I complete it. So those are the 4 books that I am reading so far, and I am also reading or listening to the audiobooks which are associated with the 6 major novels, and I hope that I will be able to complete most of the books which I have tried to put on my pile of possibilities as quickly as possible. But that was an update which I did want to share for Jane Austen July. Do let me know what you think about them, and also in case if you have read any of these books. So I will be wrapping this video up from here. So I'll meet you soon next week with another video. So till then, take care, have a good reading week ahead, and namaste.